Welcome back. We're at the last portion of our test construction and we're on essays. Some key aspects to essay development would be to make sure you develop a plan or rubric for scoring that is reliable for awarding credit for responses. Make sure that your examinees, it requires them to compose it rather than just select their response. Why? Because this elicits student response that consists of more than one sentence. It also allows for a different or original response or a pattern of responses. It also requires subjective judgment by a competent specialist or judge of the accuracy and quality of the responses. Follow a test plan when you're selecting topics for essay items. Tests composed of largely or entirely essay items are very vulnerable to validity, construct validity, and reliability shortcomings. Carefully and explicitly define the task. If you want them to compare, contrast, evaluate, or construct a whole new thing. One of my finals, my sophomore year of college, was a political science course where we had to reconstruct the entire Constitution. Hopefully you're not having your children do that. Use questions requiring brief answers and include as many questions as possible for short essay tests. A common test should be presented to all examinees if you're teaching a co-op. Don't use optional questions for longer essay tests because you're just going to spend too much time on the rubrics for grading. Allow students enough time to answer all questions. Directions must be thorough and specific. For example, how much time on each item, the worth and value of each item in relation to the entire test. You're going to want to develop a plan or rubric for scoring that serves as a reliable guide, right? This should include all of the rules that you're going to use. For example, if you're setting up a plan for an essay, a well-detailed set of grading rubric rules would be stated something like 5 points off for mechanics. And then specify, that means that a half a point will be taken off for misspellings or grammatical errors. This will be up to a maximum of 5 points off. For parts of the essay not easily quantified, your detail of the rule might be something like 5 points will be awarded for justification of a judgment that's logically related to the judgment and can be supported by an authority figure. And by that I mean that it's generally accepted. Like if you're asking questions about evolution, then it can be supported by whichever scientist you're following. All right, pause here and take the essay construction test. Welcome back. This is the end of test construction. And what we covered was why tests should be used as a last resort of evaluations. We went over key aspects of validity and reliability. We gave you some guidelines for test constructions so that you are fully prepared as a teacher. And then we gave you a practical application of guidelines to really hone in your craft and test development. The next module that you guys should head over to is brain activation. Look forward to seeing you and have a great day.